Yeah. Are you subscribed?
Yeah, I'm subscribed. Are you subscribed?
I'm subscribed. Are you subscribed?
If not, do it now.
It's only two buttons.
Yo, what's going on, guys? CTD from C2 Wrestling. Look, if you are looking for a rant, if you are looking for someone to get unnecessarily mad, you have clicked on the right video. I'll get to it in a second. First things first, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe. If you don't have notifications on, turn them on. This weekend is a huge weekend. I will be in attendance live at Saturday night's main event and at Evolution. Live videos of live reactions, crowd reactions, vlogging the weekend, you name it. Be locked in to C2 Wrestling. Ton of content coming this weekend. But first, SmackDown tonight. I will get into Solo and the story with Jimmy and Jacob. I will get into the new tag team champions. I will get into the good stuff of Aleister Black, R-Truth, and Damian Priest. I'll get into all of that. I have to start with Jelly Roll, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre. I have said on this channel for a little over a week, I don't give a fuck about Jelly Roll. I don't. I don't care. Nice guy, great story, it seems. I don't know. I don't care. I get it though. I get the celebrity input. I get wanting your connection to the mainstream media. I understand it. Hell, he hosted last year's SummerSlam, did a performance, had a segment with Waller and Theory. Fine, I understand it. But good Christ, it's worse than I thought it was going to be. Now, nothing is announced, nothing is confirmed. What we can infer from tonight, we had Jelly Roll come out, Logan Paul interrupts, Randy Orton then comes out, Drew McIntyre comes out. McIntyre hits a Claymore on Randy. Logan starts beating up Randy after. Jelly Roll rips Randy off. Later on, Randy and Jelly Roll agree that Jelly Roll will be there tomorrow when Randy faces Drew McIntyre. It seems we are heading in the direction of Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul at SummerSlam. I want to repeat myself just in case you didn't hear me the first time. It seems we are getting Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. It's not confirmed, but if that's the case, I want Triple H thrown in jail. I want Nick Khan thrown in jail. I want everyone on the TKO board of directors thrown in jail. That is, as someone from the board of directors would say, it's the biggest load of dog shit I've ever seen in my life. Are you kidding me? Randy and Drew, of all people, let's not forget, Randy Orton was just in the mix for the WWE Championship. He was just in the finals of the King of the Ring. We're talking about a feud of Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, a Randy Orton heel turn, Randy trying to get back at Cena. Then we look at Drew McIntyre. The long-awaited return. I know he wasn't gone that long, but the awaited return had the rivalry of the year with CM Punk, one of the best rivalries we've seen in a long time. Banger after banger. A great rivalry, in my opinion, with Damian Priest. Great matches. He finally comes back. Is this what they're doing at SummerSlam? I would have understood McIntyre versus Orton at SummerSlam. I would have been cool with that. I was cool with it at Saturday night's main event. I would have been more cool with it at SummerSlam. I would have understood Randy Orton versus Logan Paul with Jelly Roll ringside or whatever. If we get this tag match, I will throw a thank you because they've guaranteed that's when I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be there in attendance. They've guaranteed that's when I'm going to the bathroom going to grab a water from the concession stands. How do you want me to not care about one of the greatest wrestlers of all time in Randy Orton and one of the best wrestlers we have today in Drew McIntyre? How do you want me to not care? Put them in a tag match. That is a fucking embarrassment if that's what happens. Again, this is all hypothetically speaking. This is just putting two and two together, trying to guess where they're going. It's not confirmed. But if that's the case, that is that is blasphemous how bad that is. That is just sad. Because when I go through the rest of the SmackDown card, there's so much good in there. Sure, Trish Tiffy's whatever. Promo was whatever. The story's whatever. I've ranted enough about that. The women's four-way was fun. The double Soul Snatcher, awesome. Soul Ruka, I said on the podcast she's going to steal the weekend. She had a great match tonight. She's got a match tomorrow on NXT. Excuse me. A match Sunday in the tag match at Evolution. Awesome. The tag titles, the tag team division, the best tag team division in all of wrestling right now is the SmackDown tag team division. We have new tag team champions. The Wyatt Six, after a month ago, they get their rematch. They win the tag titles. There's a bunch of fuss backstage. I love it. You got DIY, the Machine Guns, Fraxium arguing. Oh my God, I can't believe the Wyatt Six actually won the tag titles. We're in trouble. The last team we wanted to win the tag titles, they have it now. We're all in trouble. Then we get Rey Fenix and Andrade. They show up and say, fellas, we're in the tag team division now. They beat Fraxium last week. Am I thrilled about the team? No, but I like them together. They're a great team. Gets them both on TV. Cool. SmackDown tag division is already stacked. They get even more stacked. I'll say it before. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If the SmackDown tag titles aren't on SummerSlam, what a shame. Especially if we're getting that fucking Logan Paul tag match. If that's on and we're not getting these tag titles on, that's even worse because my lord, the SmackDown tag division for months has been one of the best things in not just SmackDown, but all of WWE. So we have new tag champs, freshen it up a little bit. Love the Street Profits, but they feuded with DIY. They feuded with the Machine Guns. They haven't feuded with Fraxium, to be fair, but putting them on the Wyatt Six, they haven't really feuded with any of these teams. So it's completely fresh tag champions. Freshens up the tag team division, especially going into SummerSlam. So big fan of that. Another thing, big fan of, Aleister Black loses to R-Truth in a match that first year seemed was supposed to be longer, and they cut it short. But R-Truth beats Aleister Black with a roll-up. First things first, if before we got this R-Truth turn, not heel to face turn, character turn, if you told me before that turn, Aleister Black's going to come back, his first loss is going to be a roll-up to R-Truth, I would have been like, hey, what the hell's going on there? But I loved this. Truth strictly business, just wants the win. Had a little bit of frustration, brings in a chair. Aleister goes to use it, gets it pulled away. Truth rolls him up, pins him, and wins. Walks right out. Love it. Love it for Truth's character. He's strictly business right now. He only cares about Ron Killings. Love it. Then we get backstage. Aleister Black's following R-Truth. Damian Priest stops Aleister Black. What does he get for doing that? 2-piece and a soda. Black mass. How you doing? You're done. Love it. SummerSlam, I originally said, oh, I want a one-on-one Damian Priest, Aleister Black. I kind of want a triple threat. R-Truth, Damian Priest, Aleister Black, SummerSlam. Book it. I'm all in on that. If they just end up doing just Priest versus Black, that is perfectly fine too, because that's the original match that I thought. That'd be great too. But Truth's a part of this story, and he's a focal part of the story. So have him in the mix. Do a triple threat match. I mean, all three of those guys should be on SummerSlam to begin with. Put them together. Fine by me. You can still, after that, maybe have Truth go on to something separate and do Aleister Black versus Damian Priest, whether it's at Clash in Paris or a main event of a SmackDown. Who knows? So I absolutely love that. Love the direction of that. We'll tie things all together with the United States champion Solo Sikoa opening the show, interrupting LA Knight. We have a tag match made for the main event. LA Knight and Jimmy Uso taking on Solo, his Goonies, JC Mateo. The MFT are in full force. Paul Heyman out there as well. We have the match end quite, not quickly, but fairly quick. But it's what happened after the match that's really the story. Jimmy and LA Knight pick up the win. Jimmy gets chased out of the building by MFT. LA Knight's in the ring. What happens to LA Knight after giving a BFT to Solo Sikoa? He gets a spear and a tsunami. The final message from Seth Rollins' crew before tomorrow night. Sweet. Love it. Now, I'll say it again. Snowden and I have stressed it enough. Let's get these brands actually split. Little tired of this, but fine. I get it. Would be cool if LA Knight just moved to Raw. All of this would be solved. You can tell this story the same way. I don't think it ends tomorrow, but I'm interested in this LA Knight Rollins match. I'm interested on who comes to help LA Knight because he obviously doesn't have the numbers. Do we get Penta back? Do we get Sammy back already, even though he's supposed to be out indefinitely? Does Jey Uso come back? I say come back as if these guys weren't just attacked, but you get what I'm saying. Or is LA Knight solo dolo and no one's there to help him and Rollins' crew has the numbers? But lastly, Roman Reigns' name mentioned again, brought up that there's no tribal chief. Now the whole OTC1 thing, that's a conversation for another day, whether that's good or not, whatever. But we're nearing that Roman Reigns return. And it's quite clear he's going to be back before SummerSlam. They're teasing him this much. It seems maybe not Saturday, maybe not tomorrow, but Monday or the Friday, we're getting him. I would assume we get Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and we get the return of Jacob Fatu and he takes on Solo for the US Championship. I would assume, but you never want to assume. But the little drops of Roman, we're getting closer. SummerSlam, C2 Wrestling is going to be there. So I hope Roman Reigns is in action and not just returning at SummerSlam. Although it would be cool to see him return 2 years in a row. I want to see the OTC in action. But that's in a month from now. We're right here this weekend, a massive weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday night's main event, right here on this channel. Anything good that happens, the crowd reaction will be up on our channel. Goldberg Gunther, crowd reactions coming up on the channel. Hopefully we get a post show, get some thoughts in after. Then we go to Sunday, Evolution. Any returns, any big moments, any big finishes, crowd reaction coming here on C2 Wrestling. Hopefully get a post show in the mix there. And then we go a little bit after. I'm vlogging the whole weekend, meeting Nikki Bella to start it all off, then going to both shows. We'll be putting that up, not doing NXT, whatever, who cares. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have notifications turned on. We have so much good stuff coming that you got to be subscribed because if you're not subscribed, you are a coward.